every job we take, we make some new friends. We get the ball, we score the goals, and then it's on again. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a brand new start. Until tomorrow, the aim is Ewood Park. Folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 20 Game Save with Blackburn Rovers and Brazil. That's right, in the background. No, nothing for Brazil today, but of course, brand new season for Blackburn Rovers in the Championship. Of course, our first crack of the whip here with Rovers. Yeah, so we just go over the one game today up against Cardiff. We'll take a look at the situation in the league in a second, but been busy. Selling players, bringing in a new load of faces, trying to craft this team, and despite bringing in a whole bunch of players, we've still got a fair bit of money left. So the situation financially, we have £35 million in the bank, an £18 million transfer for Kitty, which originally was £21 million. So yeah, I sold a lot of players. In fact, a couple of big boys really to give us some some financial clout. So let's take a look at the ins and the outs, and then we'll take a look at the Championship as a whole. So the players going out, there's been £31 million of talent coming in, including £1 million for our last goalkeeper, Derek Lamb, who's off to Millwall. That's right. He was okay. He was pretty decent, but he didn't really scream out number one for me. He didn't scream out. I thought he's solid. He did okay in League One, and I think he'll do okay for Millwall, probably as a backup. I think for them. We bought him in originally at £84,000, so it was a good bit of business for them, and £1 million generated from that sale. So he goes and sits in there nicely. Kane Richie Hostler, of course, was our goal threat, but it was on, if we'd kept hold of him, it would have ran out. He had 1 year left, so we had to sell him. There was a bit of competition. I think was it a Middle East club, or there was a few teams after him, but Derby actually stumped up £20 million for him, which gave us a big bunch of our money. I didn't want to. I was on the fence anyway. I was on the fence. I was mainly in line of selling him. I was hoping to sell him early doors actually when I took over, because I thought I could get some money in the League One transfer window, but no, he went. A load of loanees went out as well. A lot of these won't make sense, but anyway, Lewis Burns has gone out to Gillingham. He was one of my first signings. Scottish guy, 18 years of age, but he's gone to Gillingham. Let's look at more sales. Dean Smith, he was what was he? Smudger. Again, I don't think he was one of my boys. He was brought in from Scunthorpe for 110,000. We sold him to Dundee for 500k. Left-sided player, we've already got Roach on there and Matey Boy, the German, and I think there's now more competition for that left-hand side, so he's gone. Big loss here at the back. Gavin Hope, that's right, he's gone to Bristol City for a cool, was it £8 million? That was a nice bit of pick-up there. We bought him for £2 million. Again, nice bit of profit, so you know what? Can't look at these and a gift horse in the mouth. We've got to take these opportunities when they come around. We are a selling club as it stands. We're hoping to become a not selling club in a couple of years' time. But right now, we need the money to reinvest and bring in some big boys. And I brought in some really good talent as well. So don't feel too disheartened. John Morrison as well. He's gone to Coventry for 1.5 million. He was also a centre back / left back. But he's gone. He's gone to Coventry. That means usually that's code for jail. They're in the Championship as well, so that we'll be seeing him again. We'll see Mr. Hope as well, and Flippin' Hostler. So they're all. It's actually making a very, very competitive Championship. Joseph, yeah, they're so good he named him twice, but he's off to Maidstone. He's a shit player. Yeah. I'm glad he's out the door. So he's gone, and then a whole bunch of loanees. I'm not really going to talk about. I'll talk about a couple of these. George Mainland, he's gone to Cambridge. He was one of our signings. He did very well for Cambridge, so he's gone back there as well. They've remained in League Two. Wasn't really impressed with him that much. I know he scores goals, and he still might turn out to be a decent player, but I really need the quality at the Championship level, and I don't think he's. I don't want to be scrambling key positions such as a striker or attacking midfield. So he's gone. Who else? Eamon Hamill. No, we'll look at Eamon Hamill in a second, because he was one of the boys I brought in. So let's take a look at the boys I brought in. Starting with any more at the end of this. Let's have a look at back end of last season. No, I think, did we show you all? Yeah, they were all January transfers. So let's take a look at the new guys then. And there's a whole bunch of them. Aidan Gordon was brought in from Aberdeen. That's right, young Scottish centre-back, 20 years of age. He's actually probably going to go out on loan. He's not there yet, but the scouts rate him quite highly and for free. Ain't too bad either. So we'll see how he progresses over the next year or so, and then maybe he'll be thrust into the deep end. Brian Alger has come on in. He is a attacking midfielder on the right hand side. He also plays a striker. He's in the under-23s as well. 20 years of age, very, very rated highly as well. And again, another peanut signing for 160k. He's played at the Championship for a couple of seasons, so he knows how to do it. And I think with the pace he's got and the dribbling ability, it could be a handful down the right hand side. So he's one to keep an eye out. Maybe not this season, but definitely in a couple of seasons' time. Eamon Hamill, he's already got back out on loan to Shamrock Rovers. He's a Northern Irish left back. Try to improve our depth at the back there. Our options. Bought him up for $3.75 from Derry out in the Republic of Ireland, and he's already got some 3 games back in the Republic of Ireland with Shamrock. So good little talent there. Again, a majority of these signings are for the future, including Sean Collins. He's a left back. He's actually for the now. Left back, extraordinary. Also plays centre back and also right back. He's kind of a very versatile player at the back. 3-star rated. Not overly that impressed with him. The scouts anyway. Just under $500,000. Decent signing, and again, good coverage for the back. He's played out in Brazil as well, so he ain't too scared. He's also got some Premier League game time as well with Norwich, so a good option at the back. That's Sean Collins for you. Meanwhile, Steve Lindsay was brought in from Preston. He's had a decent pre-season, scoring 6 goals in 7 games. He's on the wane. Quite a lot of money, wages wise. 18 grand we're paying per week. £425,000 from Preston. He did an okay couple of seasons for them. Just shy of 7 rated. He's a local lad, just down the road, so he doesn't have to move. He's had a previous transfer of around about £3.5 million from Crystal Palace to Preston as well. Reuben Martinez, one of the old boys from Leipzig. That's right. I was actually looking at him in the January transfer window, but I couldn't get him. I bought him for Leipzig from Corona. He did score goals out in Spain, albeit like the lower tier. He also scored goals for Leipzig Svi in the lower tier as well. So he was loaned out to Salzburg. And now he's with us. Yeah, so he's going to be with us, and he's going to be competing for the starting jersey. That's right. He's a attacking midfielder, striker as well. Good option, good stats, and they're just getting better. He could be very, very good. Could be very, very good. Reuben Martinez. Of course, I signed him originally, and I wanted to see how he progressed. There's a few of those. Yuki Watanabe, he's an experienced Japanese striker. He knows where the back of the net is. He can also play at centre back. You don't see many of these guys. They're like rocking horse shit. These guys, you don't get to centre back strikers. It's like a Chris Sutton. That is. It's an old Chris Sutton, but in the net, in the character. I spent good money, £1.4 million on him. He's a double-digit man out in Japan, and now he's going to hopefully be a double-digit man in England. He's a little bit nervous because I've got a lot of attacking options, but he's going to be in the thick of things. John Vassallo has been brought in as well, left back. I got him on free from Everton. He's in the under-23s. He's 18 years old, and he could go all the pissing way. That's right. See how he progresses over the few years. 18. He's very, very raw. He won't get much game time this year, but we'll see. Who else did I bring in? I brought in Norbert Gumney, Polish. He also could go very, very high. Attacking. These were some of the highly sought-after players that have been released by some of the top-tier clubs. So I thought I'd take a wild punt at them. Moving forward, Jack Mcmillan is another one. 18 years old, could go as high as 4 stars. Left-sided midfielder. Is in the under-23s. Just broadening the under-23s depth a little bit as well here. Good dribbling for the youngster. Florian Martin is he's like the Vietnamese fellow I bought in for Olympique Marseille. Still very, very young. I bought him for £1.5 million. I actually bought him for £2.5 million for Marseille. He didn't break through to the main team. He spent out the past few seasons out on loan, steadily progressing. He's a defensive midfielder. He's in the under-23s at the moment. Could go very, very high as well. I was thinking about throwing him in the deep end this season, but I've got too many players, so I need to ease them in a little bit. So I don't think we'll be bringing many new faces in because we've got a whole bunch of them right now. Joel Ballerin has come in as well from Bournemouth. 4-star potential, again, raw. English with a very, very French-sounding name. Right back, left back, very raw, still from Bournemouth. Regen, of course he is. Next up, who do we have next? We have a couple of reasonably spent money. Belgian centre-back Gaston Bodson, £2.8 million from Top Boss out in Holland or Belgium? Yeah, Holland. They bought him for £2.1 million. He made steady progress in the second tier out in Holland. Now he's here in the second tier out in England. He's a centre-back. He's still very young, 22 years of age. He's going to be one of my leading centre-backs if he can break into the side. We hopefully will see him today. Who else do we get going on this? This is where it gets all nice and meaty. Another centre-back, Tidor Stenhagsden. He's Swedish, 30 years of age. I think he's got good stats. Good tackling, good marking. He's an experienced campaigner with a very, very good history out in Denmark. His top-tier football was not the greatest, but his second tier has been pretty good. He actually did very well with Fenstow a couple of seasons back. Dropped down a division. He's solid. Formerly of like a good Scandinavian bargain. And he's a very experienced head at the back there. So he could be my Ryan Nelson for the future. Then we got one for the future. His name is Frank Kaku. He's 23 years of age. More solid, better physical stats. I got him for £1 million from AIK. He's been playing out in their Premier League. He's also got top division experience out in Denmark. 23 years of age, can play centre back and defensive midfield. He was sought after, $7,500 a week. I think it's a good pickup. Kukuku coming on in. We might see him also today. Who else did we brought in? I brought in a very, very, very young midfielder, Croatian. He's actually on loan, 17 years of age. Can play on the left, the right, down the middle. Could go as high as 5 stars. Still very, very raw. Hope to loan him out. Yes, exciting. Peter Proscalo. Remember that name, Proscalo. Who else do we got? We got this guy who's very much, everyone was after him. Abdul Owusu, again, he's Ghanaian, coming out of Denmark. OB, we bought a few players from OB. Very good goals and assists for an attacking midfield. That's the top flight out of Denmark. He's 19 years of age, and he is ready to go into the Blackburn Rovers team. 3-star right now, could go as high as 5 stars. Great first touch. This guy could be a gem. Could be a worldie. Could be a what do they call him? Wonder kid. Could be a wonder kid. Keep an eye on Abdul Owusu. Today as well. Eduardo Sanchez is a bit of a peanut Australian. Just thought I'd take a wild one on this one. Defensive midfielder. Also plays centre back. 18 years of age. He's young, very young. Hopefully we'll see more. We won't see any of him for a while, but we'll see. Take a breath. Here we go. Another one. Michael Okachi from Nigeria. He's a Nigerian from Leipzig as well. I bought him a while back for £575,000. He's been solid for the SWI team. Yeah, and we took him for free. His contract was up. Thought, you know what? I want to see how you progress still. So he's coming into Rovers. It's like mates rates, bringing in some of the old muckers, including another one, Steven Pragdanovic, another guy whose contract was up. Great finishing, great pace. He's been active in the for somebody. He's been playing some games from Montenegro probably. Heading into this is of course picked him up on a free. Spent the last season on loan in the Schweiter tier out in France. He's got double digits as well, and he's been steadily banging in the goals wherever he's been. So his world is worth a punt. Can play on the left hand side, also up top. Steven Pragdanovic. I don't think he's going to get top billing, but he's there. Max Whitehead has scored goals for us in pre-season, mainly from the bench. He's a striker, 27 years of age, coming at you from Middlesbrough. Not the best finishing, but great first touch, great pace, great physicals as well. Dribbling is not too bad. He could probably play on the right hand side. Formerly a £1.9 million signing from Notts County to Middlesbrough, and he also played for them six-fingered freaks. We've just got the finger removed, so don't worry about it. He's not a dingle no more. So Max Whitehead comes on in. Julia Lungello is a Belgian coming out of Anderlecht. We've actually loaned him out to Colchester. There's loads of signings, I'm sorry. So he's in League 2 and hopefully he'll score goals. I thought he was going to be good enough for us, but he's going to have a world season out in the Schweiter tier. Denzo Cassius, do you remember him out of FC20? Right back, we were a little bit short on right back. I thought, you know what, this guy fits the bill. We actually spent a bit of money, £1.3 million, formerly of PSV. They spent £3.6 million from FC20. He's also been out on loan at Hibs, Rosenborg, so he's got a bit of experience, but hopefully he'll get a regular game time with me, because we're mates. Mates rates, again, at Ewood Park. Mates rates. Denzo Cassius joins the revolution. Shing Tai Hyung was brought in. Do you remember him? He didn't actually play for us. He played for Lille. Yeah, he was a right handful. Look at them seasons out in the top tier. And had a couple of wobbles here, and he did very, very well for the B team last time. He is on the wane a little bit. The stats aren't great. He's a free transfer. He was once a very, very expensive man. I don't know if he's still got it though. We'll see. Axel Andre Barracks is an Icelander. Striker, beast. He could be a very, very good player. Good finishing, great physicals. His mentors are pretty savvy as well. Brought in from Haugesund, spent $250 for him. He scored goals out in Norway and Iceland. So, yeah, we'll see him eventually break through the team. I'm pretty confident about that. Here is the main man leading the line, Riccardo Texera. Took a wild one on this one, £18,000. He's worth £8 million. It's a free transfer, formerly of Sporting. Anderlecht had him on loan last season. He scored 8 goals in the top flight, so he will score goals. He's already got 15 in pre-season. 15! We did play some really shit teams, though. Don't get too excited. How about this guy? Thomas Glacier, yeah, is the loanee. Was the goalkeeper from Leipzig, the youngster. Actually loaned him in, but with a deal. and placed like I can take him for like £2.5 million, £3 million if he does well. So we did play in the Zweite Bundesliga last season, and he did okay. But now it's the time to shine, buddy. I believe in you. That's why I bought you in the first place for £7.5 million. A couple of late ones here. Ark Skammersund is a right back, Norwegian. Yeah. Youngster, 18 years of age. And we brought in a loanee from PSG. He is a very expensive little player. £19 million rated. French guy, Thomas Gross. Could play anywhere up the top. And he could be very good for us. That, hopefully you're still awake, is it. Yeah, 15 minutes of transfer talk. Now, let's take a look at the championship. So, here is the championship. Here are the teams. There's no games so far. Let's have a look at a quick season preview. We are expected to struggle, I believe. Oh, we're expected to be 18th, so not too bad. And the odds for a top 10 finish are 18-1 Derby. So, there they go. Wolves are favourites. Brentford are second favourites. Leeds are up there as well. Nottingham Forest, Bristol City. Matey boys. It is a loaded dream team of Wolves players here. So who's Brennan? Where does he play for? He plays for Wolves. Plays for Flinging Majiggity Boom. They've got Mason Greenwood, who's still 29 years of age. He's actually wanted by Brighton and Watford, probably in the top tier as well. They've got some very good players, so they might have got relegated against the run of play. Let's see who they reckon our key players. Alfred Escoda and Ricardo Textera are our key players, and I'll agree with that. So, here we go. Taking up Cardiff, who are favourites for this game. 64 favourites. We are 13-8. We played each other a bunch of times over the years. 20 times? We've won 6 of them. They've won 5 and they've drawn 9 between us. This is our first game of the championship. First time we're going to see a lot of these players. So, hopefully we can get out of this with a bit of pride and hopefully not a defeat. But we'll see. Okay, folks, here we go with the starting 11 for our first game out of the championship. Taking on Cardiff, down the wheels. That's right. We're going to have Gracie between the sticks, Schlichten, Crow, Mallet, Cassius at the back four. 3 of those were there last year. Cassius is new, of course. I know him, though. We're tight. They've got Ascoda, Gross, Wayundi in the middle third there. Lindsay on the left, Jones on the right, Textera up top. We're going to roll with that one for the time being, just to see what it's all about. We are starting attacking as well. We're gonna go for it, dear. We're gonna see if we can take them by surprise. We're not expected to win this one. It is an away day. I think if we can keep a good sort of performance at home and occasionally grab a couple of results away from them, we'll be all right this season. All right, take it on Cardiff. Go watch this Diamond fella. He's pretty savvy, good. And on the right, he's the Capitano as well. Besides that, I'm not too sure. Iglesias, he sounds familiar. As for us, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 debuts today. That's pretty much half the team. Crowen's captain's armband. Let's see what we got. So here we go, lads. I also forgot to. Did I say it in the transfers about the Portuguese fella sold him for? I don't know if I talked about it. I think I must have. Maybe that deal got done before the start of the window. But anyway, here's Rovers building from the back. Lumped forward. Headed on to Textera. Lovely little layoff to Jones on the right-hand side. Goes for goal. Looks like Mitchell fist pumped that bad boy out the way. We're already dropped down to 4th, but I don't care. Corner. Escoda's on it. Lumps it forward. Headed clear only as far as Crow. Can he keep it going? He's having a little muscle with Diamond, who eventually scuttles it clear out for a throw. I'll take a point here. No questions asked here. For sure, but still very early. Let's not get too carried away. Let's tell the boys to get creative. Yeah, we got a bit of an injury. Lindsay's picked up a hobble, but we'll see how he goes. Cassius to Jones. Back to Cassius. Lovely. Wayundi in the middle. To Ascoda. A little layoff down the right hand side is for Cassius on the overlap. Pulls it back. Jones thinks about the shot. Cassius goes for the cross. Textera's there. A Portuguese freebie who could be the new big bad boy Brereton up top, scoring goals for fun. Look at him. Look at him. Lindsay has picked up an. Let's make a change here. Left hand side. Who could play down the left? Who could play down the left? Can anybody play down the left? Tommy Gross can play down the left. We'll flip flop you guys. Lindsay can come off for Owusu. Yes, indeed. Skip that bad boy. What a goal. Textera. Debut goal. That's what it's all about, boys. That's what it's all about. We ain't mucking about. We ain't mucking about. Look at Oldham. Oldham do not have Tony Mowbray in charge anymore. He moved. He switched promotion for sticking in the League One with Luton Town. I don't know what he was thinking. So he got the boys promoted, but he thought, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to... He said, bugger this. I'm off to Luton. But anyway, that's good then, because then we can smash Oldham. Straight from kick-off, here comes Cardiff. Goodness me, that was... I hardly had a chance to sit down. Here comes Parry on a amazing run. Goes for goal. Gracia with a save. Hopefully he'll get a debut clean sheet. That would be a good confidence booster for him. And you know, I like picking off these youngsters from my former clubs because I bought them for a reason. And if we don't get to stick around, we don't get to see the progress. And I'm hoping we can see the progress from Gracia and a couple of other guys as well. Martin, the old Vietnamese Frenchman. I'd like to see how he progresses because I think they're going to be very, very good players. Schlichtling on the left pulls it back all the way to Crow. He lays it off for Gracia. And he lumps it forward. Lovely control at Skoda down the middle to Textera. Comes deep back to Mallet over the right hand side for Jones. Jones lay off for Textera. Goes for goal. He makes it 2. Get in there, my boy. Ricardo Textera. Yes. He's becoming a fan favourite already with his goal efforts. Demand more, lads. Demand pissing more. Look at this start to the season. 2-0 Crow now. I think Cardiff will be gunning for us. Lay off of Wayundi. Crow lumps it forward down the left. Textera trying to get on it. And here comes Kyle. Oh, it's a loose ball. Jones is on it. Jones is on it. Jones is on it. Jones is on it. What a start to the season this is turning out to be. Ashley Jones with the Welsh name. But it's the Welsh that are going down like a sack of spuds. Let's bring on one of the Martins. I've got a few Martins or Martinez. Roberts can come on for Jones. We'll leave it like that for now, actually. We'll leave it like that. Ashley Jones. I'm not a big fan of him. I thought about selling him. Still might sell him. Great save, Gracia. That clean sheet remains intact for the young Czech. Lobs it forward. Lovely control. Roberts is on this one. Lovely layer for Textera. He's on a hat-trick. He's on a hat-trick. Oh, it's gone over. It's gone over. Great save by Mitchell. Parries it over the top. And Rovers are pressing here. Wooster's on corner duties. Lumps it in. Cleared rapidly. And there's Goodnardson on the break for Cardiff. He's just taken out of business by Cassius. Taken out of business. 3-0 on the day. That puts us top of the table. First game of the season. Let's end the season there, boys. Let's end the season there. Fantastic start. Of course, we've got one more sub left. Let's bring on another one. That's not what I wanted. Let's bring on the that guy. Let's flip-flop them around. Demand more. Let's get another one. Put a cherry on top. So Textera will not get his hat-trick today, but 9.3 performance. You can't ask for more than that. Goodnardson. No clean sheet. Ollie Westgate heads Cardiff back into it. A bit of a consolation goal, perhaps. That hurts a little bit. Cassius is dying. I should have brought him off. There's time here. There's time. Get out of it. Get out of it. Cassius, just take it easy, buddy. There it is. Over the line. Over the line. 3-1 win. It's a good performance, actually. Good. You know, they had a lot of shots as well. The same amount of shots, really. But we just held on at the back. So that goal actually knocked us off the top of the perch down to 3rd in the table. But you know what? I'll take that all day long. Brentford go top of the table. So far, so good for Rovers. So far, so good. That's going to be it for today. Of course, a lot of transfers to talk about. We'll be back tomorrow with You Won't Miss a Beat, boys. We'll be taking on Hull and Bristol City in the next couple of games. So you won't miss a thing. You want to see the home debut, of course. Home debut in the Championship at Ewood. Anyway, until then, boys, hopefully you give this video some love. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.